Welcome back. This is Thomas. I am here with Allison, David, and Diamond. We are GameBreakers playing through our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game, A Bard's Tale. This is part 2. At the end of part 1, the Death Knight Boronor had just begun beating on the control panel of the airship in which the party had sprung their ambush, and seems to have wounded the ship. Oh, and as a bonus action, he closes the door. Top of the round. That's gonna be Lovelace.
This is round 7, by the way.
It is.
What did he do to the control panel?
He bashed it with his mace repeatedly.
Oh, skillful.
When you've only got a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
And that is a pickup line, ladies.
It is a pickup line. No,
Yeah, not a
no
good
adjective as to quality.
Not one you would recommend, but the door on my side is still open, right?
Yeah, Thursday Kool-Aid manned that one down.
Oh, that's what that one is. Okay.
Yeah, actually, most of these doors have been destroyed.
Go team. Yeah, Lovelace isn't doing anything this turn.
Okay. Struana.
Yay! So how long would it take for me to make a door, or I guess a tunnel, more like over here ish, with marvelous pigments?
You may have to look them up and find out the time it would take to use. I would say for something that simple, and I don't know. I think it's an action.
I'm looking at it. It doesn't give me a time.
What's it say?
It's more paint flows from the brush to desired object. Each pot of paint is sufficient to cover 1,000 square feet, which is a lot more than we need.
Right.
Oh, wait. 10 minutes to cover 100 square feet. So if I'm trying to cover the equivalent of 5...
Right, by the power of... We divide by 20, and it's going to take 30 seconds.
Okay, that is like an action. Yes?
That is about 6 actions.
Okay, that's a little long. All right, in that case, I'm going to run over here.
Hi.
Hi, back up. And fireball in again.
Okay.
That which is now we're 20 feet away. He counterspells?
He counterspells.
Cool, I'm going to reheat that metal armor now.
Okay. No, you lost concentration on that.
No, I can recast it.
Yeah, she cast it again later.
You're right. Okay.
Which does 20 damage to him. And away!
Oh, he's so sick of your bullshit.
I know he is. So I run it away again, because that wasn't my full movement.
That's how you know you're being a good bard.
That he's sick of his shit.
When the boss is just so fucking annoyed with you. Not even vengeful, just like, this asshole.
Albrila holds. ClickClack.
I just thought of something that Lovelace could have done.
She still can.
No, she passed her turn.
We're gonna just say she delayed.
Okay.
She took the actions.
She's going to fire her payload at the door between Bornor and Stan.
Okay. That's a much easier target to hit.
That is exactly the plan. Natural 20.
Yeah! Go Lovelace! Giant crab!
Well,
So, okay, D4.
right, 2d4. It was a critical.
Yeah. 8.
Okay. The door is thoroughly on fire. It is flaming, belching smoke. It's not like completely crumbled yet, but it's not going to take long.
It takes another D4 every round.
Yeah.
Until it succeeds a dexterity check.
It will not do that.
No.
That is not what's going to happen.
If it does,
to save us time and save us from forgetting it, next round it has 2 hit points left. Next round it's going to go.
Totally fair. Okay, my turn. I don't have advantage anymore because the door's still there.
It's like he's been in a lot of fights.
Or something. Okay, so just 2 regular attacks. Wow. No. Carry on. Yeah. This thing only rolls 20s when I attack furniture.
You should do a guest spot on Critical Role. They'd finally get through a door. So any bonuses? Anything ClickClack?
No.
Okay. Stan.
Actually, yes, I reload the mortar launcher.
Okay. Stan.
Mm-hmm. There's a door here.
A flaming door.
I will hit it.
Okay. And you can roll just in case you get a 20, but it's got 2 hit points left. Your strength alone, yeah, no, you just bash the rest of it in. It flies in embers and splinters.
Yeah, it's kindling.
And then I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
Also,
I have my giant strength back.
I
use all the
attack. I have advantage.
I use all the tools my god gave me. For a 2. Yep. So that missed.
Clank.
Swinging.
11 damage.
All right, that's my turn.
Borinor.
Dun dun dun.
As a bonus action, Borinor turns, puts his shoulder right about where the door was, slams the shield down in the ground, and you hear ka-chunk from the bottom of the shield, like something has driven itself anchored into the ground, and he lets it go. Puts his hand back, 2 hands the mace, takes his first attack, bam. His haste attack, I should mention. Oops, not that. And this one he's gonna smite. This time there's a small explosion popping, and then just a wrenching crack, and all of a sudden you guys are in free fall. The ship stops functioning. And he charges at 5, 10, I'm gonna say Lovelace is gonna get a shot. Gonna get an attack of opportunity.
She's not taking it. Or does did he leave his shield behind?
He did.
Ha ha ha!
Is he running over to me? That's not cool.
15. Can Lovelace use my inspiration dice?
Lovelace has one of her own.
Oh, from you or from Diamond?
From me.
So D8?
Yeah.
20.
No.
Fuck.
Even without the shield.
I didn't think so. Well, at least it doesn't eat her this time.
Right. He just kind of tucks his chin and raises up the neck guard on the armor and skitters right off. Which leaves him free to... I mean, he gets a full, like, running, batter up, Happy Gilmore, 2 hands. He's coming for his Struana.
Can I duck? Can I dodge this?
Well, that's what AC is for.
Also, cutting words.
If you have it, now would be
If
the
you
time.
have it.
You see, as it's coming through, like mid-swing, that inky blue, pale blue smoke starts to trail from the head.
I'm checking the cutting words. My brain. I've literally never used it.
I know.
So,
It would subtract from his attack roll. What's your AC?
14.
So he rolled an 18. I just don't know. It's your call, but with that information.
Isn't it? It's like an inspiration, except you use the die roll to detract from their...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is exactly like that.
You're de-inspiring their attack.
Okay.
You're
Yes,
discouraging their attack. That's the word.
I would end up using that, yes.
All right. Give it a shot. Spend your inspiration.
Got a 2. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is. So that's going to be 34 necrotic.
As he's casting that damage, he's gonna get a hellish rebuke,
Okay.
which is gonna do fire damage at 1d10.
Okay.
Which rolls a 10.
Nice.
Where are you?
Nice. Streaks across his armor, and he's not in good shape. You can see he is 100% in bad shape. And he takes his second attack on you.
Oh dear.
Oh, cutting words, you already did your reaction, so that's a hit.
Mm.
And that's going to be 47 necrotic.
I am unconscious and
overhand.
making death saves.
All right,
I am
you hit 0.
and making.
No.
That was a flat bard.
You
Very
are
hard.
sucked briefly away from your body, like you feel your body drop, and it's just kind of your consciousness and a pain right where your sternum would be. A rune flares up and burns itself again in your chest, and you one of your death marks pops off, and you are at 1 hit point. Your hunter's boon from the Black Tower has kicked
Oh yeah.
in. Wha-bam! Right? It's almost like a little piece of lightning reached right into your heart and jammed it until it started beating.
So the description of Hellish Rebuke says that it is a instant as a reaction anytime you're hurt. Can I use it again on his attack?
You only have 1 reaction per turn.
Okay. Thank you.
I do need a concentration check for that heat metal.
That is a what's my
Constitution.
17.
That's not going to do it. Spell fades. So that is his haste, his bonus. Then he is going to take the last little bit of his movement, I guess. You get an attack of opportunity, Struana. Are you holding a melee weapon? Okay.
Now, can I curse him as an attack of opportunity?
Are you a warcaster?
I'm not.
Then no.
Can I try to trip him?
Yeah, I'll let that go. That'd be an opposed athletics test.
Oh, God.
Figure I don't have much of a chance, but I might as well try, right? Oh, no. That didn't work. That's like a 4. Yeah.
All right,
No.
you stick your foot out and he just kicks you in the side of the knee and you have to work a little to keep your own balance. And that is the end of Bornor's turn. Unvala continues to cry. Lovelace.
How do we say Unvala? Oh.
And that's her turn.
Okay. Struana.
Ow.
Don't leave. Don't leave yet.
Me, don't leave yet?
You don't leave yet.
Okay.
I need you there to give me advantage.
Well, in that case, he's still in touch range for me, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, let's try to curse him again.
Okay.
That is a good spell.
They have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Doesn't have an attack thing.
All right.
So he makes a wisdom saving throw against my spell DC, which I think is 14.
He makes it.
Really seems like you should have a higher DC than me.
That's why I'm looking places. No, my spell save DC is a 14.
Is your action? Bonus action? It's movement?
Gonna hold that reaction and try not to be dead yet. I would like to move, but somebody told me not to.
Just not yet.
Abrila, we'll do another healing word. Because it seems like a big deal right now. And she will give everybody 6 hit points. And she pulls out the scroll and starts setting up the gem and the little statuette the way it needs to be. Pulls it out and begins casting imprisonment. That's going to be 10 whole rounds.
Oh my god.
That's why she cast it now. So, ClickClack.
Shooting him twice.
Excellent.
Ooh. I have advantage, right? Because Struana.
Yes.
Okay. Both of them were at 24.
Both of those will hit.
Yay!
33 on the first one.
Nice.
That's not nearly as good. And 27 on the second.
Okay. That armor is beginning to grow a coat of quills. That's
Yeah.
It is, however, I mean, it's holding up. You're just wrecking him. Like he is full of holes, gashes, marks. He's moving a little stilted where some of the armor has been bent out of shape. Any bonus actions? Anything?
Yeah, that's it.
Stan.
Oh my god.
The floor is falling out from underneath you.
Yeah, that's probably not good. Can I be right below Struana, or is that a wall?
I would let you squeeze into that space.
I would like to remind my party members that ClickClack gave you parachutes a few weeks ago.
I
Yes.
remember. That's why I haven't cast Levitate yet.
Seems like it might be salient.
Yes. In the meantime, I'm gonna hit this guy with my hammer. Try to drive some of those arrows further in.
Speaking of hammers and nails.
Right. 17 on the first one. That's probably not a hit.
No.
26.
Saved his reaction for you, Stan. Clank!
And I'm gonna use
Inspiration?
yeah.
Okay.
So that would be on.
Stone.
So would that be on the other roll, or is that something that I could try to overcome?
What he has done as a reaction is add 6 to his AC. You can spend that point of inspiration to try and overwhelm his parry. With your
Okay,
31.
so I got 31 total.
So you come down with the hammer. He raises up the mace in just the right spot. You feel the impact, and then you just shift your center of gravity and power through it.
Yeah.
What now, douchebag?
Nicely done, Stan.
How many more spell slots do I have? I'm gonna use Divine Smite and do. So I guess I need to add. So it's that much. 37. 37 damage.
Jesus, Stan.
Don't knock down my bar.
You power all the way through. It makes contact, and you just knock him straight to the ground, and he is still for a moment. And then you see a profane rune curl its way over his face and end at his eyes, and they re-spark blue.
And while he's knocked down, can I back up?
No, it's momentary. You're not the only ones who packed Death Ward.
While he was on the ground, that's all. On the back, while he was on the ground.
Oh, he's so full of hate.
I
And
bet.
arrows.
And arrows and pain. So as this is falling, by the way, the walls have started to crumble. They've begun to sort of effervesce away, almost like a cloud hit by the sun. He will make a perception check. I will let you guys make a perception test.
I don't see it, whatever it is.
Oh, I'm certain ClickClack's gonna see it.
I got a 22.
I rolled rather poorly, 23.
Okay.
Oh no, I have advantage. Hang on. 25.
It is not something that is there, but something that is not where you thought it would be, and that is a flaming, smoking horse. Is not where it is not physically on the field. And you guys know that it's probably become ethereal, and that probably means it knows something's up. It follows Bornor has also made this deduction. But I don't know what he's going to do about that. The first thing he does is cast Inflict Wounds on himself, which for cures undead. Right? You're like, what?
How is it his turn again?
It was Stan's turn that just knocked him down. He goes after Stan.
Yeah.
Okay. He seems get a little wind back, and he goes total defense. He spends his action going defensive, so all of you have disadvantage on your attacks.
Boo.
And at the end of his turn,
He surrenders.
he does something materialize inside the door. You smell smoke, sulfurous smoke, and hear a very angry whinny. Bad horse, bad horse, bad horse, bad horse.
Horrible death whinny.
No.
And that's what happens there. Unfala just can't catch a break. He cries. He can't even wipe the tear. He's just sitting in the sunshine like it's the worst thing ever. Struana. Or Lovelace, I'm sorry.
Is the horse solid?
It is now. It has materialized nearby. There's a really good chance it's not going to stay that way for long.
Lovelace runs over and attacks it.
Okay.
Probably not. 15.
That's a hit.
Oh my god. Okay. Hang on, math. A DC 14 grapple check.
It makes it.
Mm.
Good roll.
Whoa. Well, anyway, 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. It does not seem nearly as resistant to damage and things as its rider.
That's good to know.
Struana.
I'm backing up to Bowie here and casting that heat metal again on the lower spell slot, which will give him all of 3 damage. Ew.
He is going to counterspell that.
Okay. I'm with Bowie.
He's a little sensitive to ongoing damage right now. He's not thrilled about how this is all shaken down. Right? You're hitting him with stuff he can't rely on his legendary resistance for. Anything else, Struana? Bonus action?
Not yet.
Okay. Abrila continues casting Imprison, and as a bonus action, activates her wings. She's holding on to like the curtains there and like keeping the scroll in one hand as the walls are fading away and structures are are starting to go. The magic that held all this together is not long for this world. And that is Struana's turn. That's also his reaction. ClickClack.
Am I in melee with the horse?
Yeah, basically.
I'm a dismount.
Okay.
Go over here. If there's an attack, I'll take it.
Okay.
And I'm shooting the horse twice.
It rears up and you get a hoof pretty solidly right in the collarbone. That's going to be 11 bludgeoning, I think. Might be 5.
First one was attack was a 27
And
to
this
hit
is against
the horse.
Okay.
Second attack is a 29. Sorry, no. 24.
Plenty.
Okay. 26 on the first one,
Ooh.
and 12, 31 on the second one.
Okay. You put the first one just right left of center mass, enough that the horse rears up and gives you that nice broad underbelly shot, and right through the heart. It twitches a little bit and gives the most horrendous scream, and then falls to the ground. You see the flames snuff out in a puff of smoke. And as the smoke clears, you can see that instead of a blackened, fiery fiend, there is now the wrecked, tortured body of a Pegasus.
Oh, you asshole!
That's how you make them.
Yeah, you. Oh.
And from behind,
Doesn't
you hear,
make this-
no!
I look him right in the eye and go.
Stan.
So you just killed his horse? Is that what just happened?
Yes.
Well done, sir. Well
Thank
done.
you.
That is impressive, and I'm glad you did that.
So Lornor remains here. And they get out of the doorway. And I'm going to, and is he still, am I still at disadvantage to attack?
Yes.
All right, I'll try to hit him first time. 21 hit.
No.
Would I also be at a disadvantage to grapple him?
Yes.
I'll try hitting him again. 22. I think I have a 1d4. Did you bless us at some point? Or is that for a note from a different game? 1d4.
It's a thing I do. I don't remember if I did it.
Yeah, 24 total.
24, we'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no shield. Okay. Minimum damage pretty much. 10.
Okay. Anything else? Bonus actions? Any other business?
No.
All right. Then Bornor, enraged at the loss of I mean, you showed up having already killed his one friend, and then killed the animal that it was the memento of it. He's mad. He will draw an attack of opportunity.
No longer at disadvantage.
No, his turn started, so you get your regular shot.
All right, I didn't make it.
What's Lovelace's AC?
24.
He will spend his last point of inspiration. And that's not going to do it, but he does have another attack. Same result. Oh, he was going to murder your crab, too.
Yeah, he was.
Just couldn't do it. And then he will draw another attack of opportunity.
From Lovelace?
Yes.
No, that didn't hit.
And he will make an athletics test and cover his face and bound through the crumbling wall out of the pearl.
Oh my god, seriously.
Okay.
So he's off the map?
Yeah. You can still see him. I mean, you're all falling at terminal velocity together. He's just now hitting air resistance and is sort of doing, holding his body rigid in places, trying to direct his fall.
Whose turn is it?
That is the end of his turn. Lovelace. Top of the round.
Can Lovelace delay her turn till after me?
Yes.
Okay.
Struana.
Should I also delay my turn until after you, David?
Yes.
Okay.
Abrila.
Like, what basically happens is he goes, I got this. And we all go, all right.
At this point, she just tucks the scroll away and starts picking up the diamond is like floating half midair, and she snatches it out of the air. She stops casting. She has a feeling she's not going to be able to finish under these conditions before impact. But does not burn the scroll. ClickClack.
Run over. Jump on Lovelace. Do I have a clear view of him? Through the hole?
I wouldn't say a clear view, but you ignore cover. So
Yeah, do I have
enough.
Can I see him at all?
Yeah, you have enough. For a lesser archer, it wouldn't make it.
I hook the rope on and fire a grapple arrow at him.
Okay.
That's 24 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
He's grappled,
Okay.
and it's the metal band. It's not a bolo tanglefoot thing. It's metal bands that are spring loaded and wrap around him and grab on.
Okay.
I pull the lever and start reeling him in.
I'm gonna give you for those. Anytime there would normally be like an athletics test for an item, it's just gonna be your tinker check.
Okay. And that's
Tool proficiency.
intelligence, proficiency, and the roll. Okay.
You get proficiency twice because you get one from the tools, one from being trained for the tools, and then your intelligence.
8, 11. Natural 20.
Nice. It wraps him up good. He attempts to get out of it and just ends up, rolling into it.
Is
And
that rope around him or metal around him?
The attachment is metal, but the rope is a rope.
If I heat up, it should be visibly obvious to me. If I heat up his armor, is it going to burn the rope?
No, the rope is not physically touching him.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rope is connected to a metal arrow, and at the end of the metal arrow are metal bands wrapped around him.
Right.
Okay.
It may over
Cool.
time degrade the device, but not. It's not just like a point of fire damage is gonna disconnect the apparatus.
Yeah. Can I heat him up again?
And Lovelace is going to use her action to just move further into the room.
Okay. How long? How much rope? I mean, it was about a 50-foot shot.
There's it's a 100-foot rope.
Okay. Oh, Struana had held her action.
As soon as he is like up on the edge, I'm gonna cast.
That's gonna be a minute. There's 100 feet of rope. They've.
Well, the entire thing is 100 feet. How far out was he?
50 off the ledge.
Minus whatever
Right.
Lovelace got by walking
how much
back.
rope had you shot out at him?
I didn't know how far. Wait, I mean that the rope that the winch that is connected to the winch is in total 100 feet.
Right.
But I fired it out until it hit him, and then reeled him in, so it's 50 feet.
So it spools out during flight.
Yes.
Okay. In the
And-
future, that may give some disadvantage. That greatly affects the way the arrow is going to run if it's pulling, like, not just pulling rope drag, but mechanical torque.
There's no torque.
Love-
It's torque the other direction.
Well, it still has to spin the spool. Like, it still has to
Yeah.
overcome that inertia with the force of a bowstring.
That's fair.
Right. I think it's probably best just to fire it all slack, and then it'll reel.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
So it'll be a minute. We'll also assume that it goes at like 60 feet of rope per round that it's reeling. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be about another turn if he gets all the
In
way
that-
into the platform.
In that case, I do believe that I'm gonna go ahead and get a levitate off.
Okay. On yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Good little rod that does that. Levitate. Good job.
So the effect of that is essentially that you are gonna sit still, and everybody else is gonna drop away from you. About 60 feet in this round.
And you'll hit the ceiling.
Because the ceiling is crumbled away. I mean, worst case scenario, you might take a little bludgeoning and blast through it. But everyone else is in free fall, and that will stop you from free fall. Is that your intent?
Yes.
Okay. You do so. I'm gonna need a dex save. I would accept strength.
23 dex.
That means you only take 5 bludgeoning damage as you crash through the remnants at the top. You manage to kind of roll away from the worst of it.
Thomas,
Yes.
do I have any idea of how soon until the spell she's casting finishes? Like I naturally keep track of time. I knew it took however long to cast. I forget what you said. How long has it been?
Oh, it needed a full minute. She's had about 12 seconds, and then she interrupted and cut the casting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't.
She tucked the scroll away and put away the components, and she's not doing that right now because she thinks that she will probably impact the ground before.
That's fair. How far away is Boronor at this moment? Or has it even been? I'm sorry, I've been in my own head. Has it even been a turn?
No.
Okay.
No, that was Struana's. So now it's Stan.
I'm going to take out my parachute, strap it on, and
Call that an action.
so they're grappled, right? So Boronor is grappled right outside the airship.
Yes.
A bit outside the airship. He's wrapped up in metal bands.
Okay. I guess so. Do we Stan will look at you, ClickClack. Does he get a parachute?
Boronor? I don't have another one.
Okay.
I can try to support him on mine, but it's already carrying me and Lovelace.
Well, I don't think I hear he can't die. Well, maybe we'll find out.
Should I cut the rope and just keep him tied up so he just falls?
I'd kind of rather he fell where you can see
I don't think
him.
I'd have enough time to say. I'm not sure what he'd say anyway.
Right. All this conversation is going on at free fall.
How far away is he? How much rope does he have?
It's still gonna be about 10, 20 maybe feet before it pulls tight. Before you reel it back. And then he'll start getting closer.
Are we losing contact with the ship yet?
Kinda, yeah. Like you're in free fall. You're having to work to keep on the floor.
I'm gonna stop reeling him in.
Okay.
He's still connected to the rope. I'm just not retracting it anymore. I'm gonna buckle in and pull the chute.
It is not your turn at all.
Oh.
Your turn triggered a couple of other turns.
Gotcha.
But Stan, are you?
So I moved closer to in order to prep to exit.
Okay.
I'm just not sure if we should jump out. How, like, peeking out, how close to the ground are we?
You're somewhere between 300 and 350 feet off the ground.
That's not a lot.
At terminal velocity, that is not a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna pull the chute now.
Okay. It's going to be an athletics check to break through the wall. The map says door, but the whole thing is a wall. There's only doors where ClickClack says there's doors, and that's only when it's working.
Fair enough. Oh my god.
Easy come, easy go.
30?
That's plenty. You Kool-Aid man straight through. You burst.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh yeah! Boronor draws his backup knife. It's a bonus action.
He has to succeed a grapple check to get out of those things.
They're still on him.
Right, and he's...
Yeah, he remains restrained. He's just no longer tethered. So he can't,
So how did he
move on his own. He can't direct his fall. He would have to break out of them before he can do any of that.
But how did he move his arm?
When you're restrained, you can still take an action. And his action is to cut the rope.
Okay.
right? He still doesn't have any movement. His movement is treated as 0, so he can't even direct his fall. He's a dead weight right now.
Undead weight.
See what you did there.
That's the kind of humor people tune in for.
Keeps him coming back. So that's his action. He has no bonus. Not that's going to be useful. Oh, his bonus action was to pull the knife. Was to get his other weapon out. Has no movement. That is the end of his round. He falls. He continues to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Lovelace.
Houdini out of that.
Lovelace prepares for parachute time.
Okay. Tightens all the buckles. Checks the altimeter.
Yeah, except she doesn't have fingers.
Struana, you have levitated through the disintegrating roof of the once proud air pearl.
I'm flying over this way towards Stan.
Okay.
And Bowie's coming with me. Which should be enough motion that I can see Borinor.
You can. He's falling straight down. He's in free fall.
This person's gonna suck.
Yep.
For 12 points of damage. That he does not get to resist.
Mm-hmm. Abrila will kind of team up, head in with you guys. You guys still can't see her. She remains in her invisible state, by the way. She didn't make any attacks, didn't cast any offensive spells, anything like that. So she's still invisible. ClickClack.
He cut the rope.
He cut the rope.
I like that rope.
It was my favorite rope, you bastard.
Oh no, he got on my list by trying to kill Lovelace. This isn't about the mission anymore.
Oh, now it's personal.
Yeah. How much of an action is it for me to buckle up and pull a cord?
I'd call it a bonus action to activate an item.
Okay. I buckle up and... I've done this before. At the appropriate moment, I pull the cord from my chute.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you can't, before it doesn't matter if you pull the cord? Is that where you're looking for that line?
Before it doesn't matter, but not too early.
Right.
You know. There's that sweet spot they talk about. I built this thing. I know what that is.
Okay. So are you is Lovelace like leaving the ground now, or is she still clinging to the falling ship?
The chute comes out of her pack. That's why I'm strapped into her.
Okay. I didn't know if you were like jumping and then pulling, or if this was the round you were activating.
Like I said, when appropriate.
Okay.
I'm holding that action until it's time.
All right. By your best calculations, it will be about 12 seconds before you get out of, before you pass out of that window. You're about to get into it.
Okay. Do I have blue sky above me?
Oh yeah. There's
okay.
No clouds here.
But I mean, like, there's no ceiling anymore.
You'd probably have to dodge some like wayward strands of something solid. It's not completely gone. There's still going to be a check.
Would it be easier to run out of a hole in the wall?
Yes.
Let's say that was Lovelace's turn.
Okay.
Because she didn't do anything.
Follow Stan through the Kool-Aid manhole?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I still have Hunter's Mark on Boronor.
Yes.
Just making a note.
Okay.
My next couple of turns are doing extreme sports.
Stan.
So I'm in a parachute. And the ship is sinking below me, and can I still see Boronor? Oh, that actually seems like a bad idea. I was gonna throw one of my hammers at him, but then it's probably gonna hit and kill someone down below. So I think I'm not gonna do that.
Oh God.
But man, would that be like that would create a thunder god in some small village?
So, 5 levels from now, we meet some poor widower that's pissed off at Thor.
Any other options, Stan?
But instead of doing that, because that seems like a bad call, he's not. I think he will not do anything this round.
Okay. Boronor casts a spell, and that is all. He cannot control his movement. He doesn't really have any useful bonus actions. If anyone would like to spot the spell he casts, you may.
How has he been casting spells? Has it been gestures, words, what?
Yeah,
Is that a
verbal,
perception?
yeah, mostly verbal. It's paladin spells. Some somatic.
Is that a perception to see if we see it?
Yep. It would be Arcana. You see it. You're all keeping your eye on it. It would be Arcana to see if you know it.
Okay, so that's 21.
It's Death Ward. He's recasting it. He has a feeling there's a shit ton of damage coming in a minute. You brought parachutes. He brought 1 hit point.
He packed a light.
Right?
Oh.
And that is going to put the range at this point, with everybody floating or parachuting or doing their thing, at about 250 feet. Is there anything you guys can do at 250 feet?
Away from him?
Yeah. You are directly above him, about 250 feet. Less, your ClickClack is more like 180. Because you activated later than everybody else.
I could technically shoot him.
There are some technicalities, but they're not things I'm going to do.
I will.
But that's all right.
As you guys.
What I'm going to do during this action anyway is heal myself.
Ah, that's a good call. As you guys are kind of figuring out the range and seeing him fall and floating down, you guys also have now, once again, a view across the desert. It's night now, but the moons are out, and the black moon hangs heavy over the head of the snake that is Isineth, the imperial city. You see as well that there is battle joined at the base of the mountain. It looks as though there are sparks going off. You can see worms climbing up out of the ground, extending themselves to take snaps. You also see that basically as you guys are emerging, the air above Boronor's forces shimmers for a little bit in arcane runes. You can make them out at a distance, but not really well. And a glowing circle starts pouring out snakes. Just a river of them. And as the snakes hit the ground, they pop up into Yuan Ti and begin joining the fight. What do you guys do? Oh, you also see that there are 2 worms barreling away from that fight your direction. So, I think that's an okay place to break. Everybody else good for that?
Sure.
So we leave the team battered, bruised, parachuting down over the flaming wreckage of their airship as their quarry drops away from them, also badly wounded. Down 1 horse and with his cunning plan foiled, you have now earned the attention and ire of your nemesis. This has been GameBreakers. Thanks for playing, guys. So, if you like what you see, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And if you want all of this to get a little better, hit our Patreon. The links are in the doobly-doo. My name is Thomas. This is Allison, David, and Diamond. Have a good game.